Hi guys, my name is Sho and this is my van. Well, the van's name is Juniper. It's a 170 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van. I'm excited to share some of the components with you guys. If I told you about any other parts being my favorite, I lied. How I got into this van life? Well, it has a little bit backstory to it. It's actually started by myself and my two other brothers. And we are pretty adventurous people. We love hiking. Sometimes we don't like to be stationary. We want to be a little bit mobile, move around. And this idea came to us. We love this idea because we get to also rent this out to other people. So they can also adventure out, be a little bit more flexible and mobile. We rent it through Outdoorsy mostly. Time to come inside and check it out. All right guys, I'm gonna show you guys our storage space. It has a massive storage space, as you can see. I'm gonna start with this. As you can see, some of the shelves, you can still put a lot more stuff in here, but it's mostly just, you know, sometimes you just have simple things like even additional blankets, towels. In here you have just kitchen supplies, salt and pepper. We love the floor ceiling cabinets because it does provide a lot of space and it also doesn't make it feel small at all. So it's another plus to it. All right guys, so here's our massive laminate countertop. Spacious, you know, it's not a kitchen, but you still get to do a lot of stuff here. Yeah, and the beauty of that, it comes along with easy accessible, you know, cabinets on top. It's not in your face, as you can see. At the same time, it's very accessible too. And it's right next to the floor to ceiling cabinet. So if you have any sort of, you know, dry foods, you can, you know, easily access it and boom, get to work here. In addition to that, you also have some lights, overhead lights that actually makes this whole scene more pleasant when you're working.
Just quickly, if you're thinking of buying or converting a van and you want to avoid the big mistakes that most people make, I have made a free online course to do just that. Check out the link.
And if you notice, we don't have a fixed stove here because we use a portable one. We wanted to have that extra counter space versus creating a fixed system. Going with the whole theme here, we have another cabinet here. Has all our cutleries. Massive space for that, by the way. And then on the bottom of that you have more space where you can store book bags, backpacks, whatever you have. I typically store some of my camera gear when I'm on vacation, easily accessible. And in here, this is my favorite part because this is the biggest drawer we have, or cabinet, where it stores your pots and pans, including your cutting board. I love cooking, so the fact that I can fit in a good size cutting board is ideal, perfect for me. And then at the bottom of that, we have our fridge where we can actually store a week of groceries here. And so if you have long travels and you know you're gonna need that, perfect way to store. All right, here we are at the far end of the cabinet where we have our sink and faucet, right? And at the bottom, we have two 5-gallon jugs. One is fresh water, one is gray, and it uses a pump system to pull some of the clean water and then it drains it into the dirty gray water. And we have additional 2 other 5-gallon jugs in the back just in case you need more. So with those additional jugs, you have about a week's worth of water. All right, now we're on the right side of the van by the slider door where we have my favorite part where I can actually sit and relax, the bench. And underneath this bench, you have a lot of storage. And obviously this is, I consider it my eating / my working space. So when I'm out traveling, this is the most utilized space because I get to set my laptop and at the same time I could have some snacks and food. It's pretty spacious. This lagoon table is very useful, and what's really nice about this is you can actually turn it and set your laptop and open the door so you can actually work with a view. It's beautiful, especially if you're parked near ocean or with something with of a good view. And on the side of the bench we have our light dimmers. So those are the only two that really lights up the whole van. And then when it's time for sleep, dim it. What's nice about it is, as soon as you open the door, especially at night, it's right there, so you can just turn it on or turn it off so you can actually see, right? If I told you about any other parts being my favorite, I lied, because this is my favorite, the bed. And it's so cozy and comfortable. It's a queen size raised fixed bed, so you do have a lot of space. You can sleep north to south, or for some people they can sleep this way too. What's nice about it is you have two windows on each sides, and then obviously the big windows in the back, right? On top of all that, you also have a skylight, and that opens too, so you get fresh air from the two sides, from the two windows, which you can open, and then skylight. And the other cool thing is you can, lay in bed. If you have a partner, it makes it even better, right? Just look up and stargaze at night. And on top of that, you also have a fan up front, which you can really circulate the air. So get rid of that humidity if you're in a hot place. So here we are at the back of the van. As you can see, a lot of storage, and that's because of the raised bed, right? We have a portable water heater here in case you need to shower and you get that warm water, hot water from it. And obviously this is our electrical supply here, and that goes in conjunction with the solar system. So if you ever go off grid, you have that unlimited supply of energy and power, right? And that runs the fridge, the lights with absolutely no problem. We have a cassette toilet. We have some propane and the stove, which I talked about, the portable stove. As I mentioned earlier, we have two additional 5-gallon jugs, clean water. So if you run out, you can just come back and grab it. All right, guys, that's the end of the tour. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out my van. I hope you enjoyed the tour. If you need a van like this, remember, we also provide that service to you guys. The link will be in this video if you want to book a van, exactly this van if you would like. We also have vans in East Coast and West Coast, whichever coast you happen to be on. We would love to have you experience this with us. Hope to see you guys on the road, and see you guys later.
I just want to remind you about my free online course to help you avoid the big mistakes that people make when they're buying or converting a van. This free course will teach you how to convert a van in a way which allows you to have zero cost or profitable van life. It will teach you how to inspect a van before you buy it so you don't make a big mistake, and it will show you all the main phases of converting a van to help you understand the process you're getting into. Check the link, it's completely free, sign up now.